Cards and paper spread, viewers on standby. All the words we said, aiming for the sky. Dreams taking flight with each electric beat, rising to the height, hearts feel the heat. Countdown to
The broadcast is brought to you by students of Hilo High School, KVIKS Media.
Hello and welcome to our last game of the day, the Hilo High Vikings against the Kamehameha Warriors. This is the final game of Thursday in the 31st annual Stanley Costales tournament. We're about to start the game. Up to bat right now for Kamehameha is number 15. Fiotics Martinez. We've had a very nice weather for today. We have contact made going towards right field line. Foul ball. Pitching for Hilo, we have number 27, who is Liam Roddy. Start with another strike. Looking at a count of 2-2. And we're looking at full counts. Foul ball. For those who are turning for the first time today, we have had two games this morning. First one was Honoka'a versus Waimea, with Honoka'a coming in at the end to get a victory. And last game was Waiakea versus Pearl City, with Pearl City winning. And our first base runner of the game is due to a walk. So that brings up number 7, Brock Ayudan. We have white against white tonight. Both teams choosing to don their white uniforms. Any fake bunt attempt. Another bunt attempt this time, but this time the strike was given. Time called by the catcher. The advantage of a lefty pitcher is you're able to stare down the first base runner to make sure that they don't attempt to steal. Bunt is being shown. Hard hit going to shortstop, but it is mishandled, so the play cannot be held at second, but they are able to get the play at first for the first out. But the runner does advance to second base and into scoring position. Coming up for the Warriors right now, number 28, Dayton Hansen. We have one out on the board. Hard hit going just past the shortstop. Ball's being thrown in. Runners do not get more than one base advantage. So we have our first hit of the game for the Warriors. But they hit just past the shortstop. Nice attempt there by the shortstop for Hilo High, number 6, Kainui Keopuhiva. Runners at first and third. Up to bat now for the Warriors is number 24, Hunter Yamamoto. Runners on the corners. So I'm going to try here to get ahead in the beginning of the game. The runners on third base, only one out. We've seen every batter so far show a bunt at one point. This could be to try to get two eyes on the ball so they can get a gauge of what the pitcher is throwing early on. One and one count. Virginia, pay attention for the uniforms. It will be a little difficult with the white on white. Ooh, just past the diving attempt by the third baseman for Hilo, bringing in a run, but runners do not advance past one base. Warriors get on the board with one run at the top of the first. Runners at first and second with one out. That was a nice attempt there by Gage at third base. Gage to clip. First, you just out of range. Up to bat now for the Warriors is number 30, Kaikoa Nobriga. One out, runners at first and second. 2 balls, both being thrown with the bunt showing. Based off the stance of the batter, it is not going to be an attempt to a bunt. Ooh, pass ball, getting past the catcher. Ball seemed to hit in front of home plate, which might have led to the ball getting passed. As if it hits that front of the plate, it can bounce in any direction. So that might have been part of the reason for the pass ball. Regardless, runners advance. We have a base on balls, leading to the bases loaded with 1 out. And we do have the coach coming out to talk to the team for a conference. First conference of the game. Okay, here we go. New count. Bases loaded, 1 out. The advantage of a lefty pitcher is that outside corner is a little bit harder for righties because we're used to seeing the ball cross the plate to get to the outside corner versus going straight along it. And it does also mean an advantage for righties when it comes to the inside corner. Good block there by the catcher to keep the ball in front to make sure there's no play at home. The catcher for the Vikings is number 11, Ko Hatayama. And we have our strike called. Since we are early in the game, we're only really seeing the corners play a little bit closer up versus the middles, because they gotta try to get the outs more than try to stop the runs, because there's a lot of game to go. Foul ball. You gotta like when people in the stands are like, I can catch it, even though it's a net. It means they have good reaction. It's the ones that don't move their hands that you gotta worry about. Hit going up, looks to be in the left center gap, and it is dropping. Going for the play at third, and they are able to get a forced play at third. That is the problem with that little fly inside, because it is that runner at second. It's gonna, if they don't tag up and it gets caught, they're out. If they tag up, they get caught, they're out. But they are able to get 2 outs on the board with the play to the third baseman there. Nice play there by the Vikings. That does count as a single with 1 run RBI, bringing 2 runs on the board for the Warriors. I will say that is quite a bright arm sleeve. Rules have definitely changed the past so many years as I've retired. Nice solid strike. 1-1 count. So we have 2 outs on the board with runners at first and second. So 1 runner is in scoring position. Swinging strike. And we can see that everyone's playing back again because there's no possible play at home, so they're both ready for it. Although we do see a straight up lineup when it comes to the outfield, playing straight. Fly ball looks to be short right field. Right fielder hustling in, unable to get the catch. And 1 run is able to score. That was a nice attempt there by the right fielder for the Vikings, number 4, Isaiah Publico. Unfortunately, unable to make the stop. Runners advanced. The advantage of 2 outs is runners are going to go because if they make the catch, then they're good, so they have the advantage there. But is a 1-run RBI. Single. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. Full count, 2 outs. This is the number 8 batter for the Warriors, number 3, Pono Kanoa. And we have a strike. 2-1 is the count. Ball hit up the middle, fielded cleanly by the shortstop to get the out at second base. With that, that is the end of the top of the first with 3 runs for the Warriors with 8 batters facing the pitcher. For Kamehameha, pitching for them is number 14, Kendrick Stevens. And the catcher is number 27, Reagan Cuomo. Coming up for the Vikings is number 6, Kainui Keopuhiva. Then number 1, Logan Schluter. And number 11, Ko Hatayama. Here we go at the bottom of the first inning. Up to bat for the Vikings is number 6, Kainui Keopuhiva. First pitch a bit low. Once again, pitching for the Warriors is number 14, Kendrick Stevens, with his catcher being number 27, Reagan Kuamo'o. Good stop there by the catcher, number 27. Current count is 2 balls. And that is a swinging strikeout for the first out. Up to bat right now, number 1, Logan Schluter. If you ever get confused as to who is on the fields, Kamehameha has white on their hats while Hilo High has black. It's white and blue for Kamehameha, black and yellow for Hilo High. That is how I will remember. 1-1 is the count. Another good block there by the catcher. Hit going, and nice grab there by the first baseman for Kamehameha, number 21, Kamal Pasi. That was a nice jumping catch right there. So 2 outs on the board. Up to bat right now, number 11, Ko Hatayama. Vikings looking to get a runner on the bases. High. I enjoy when the umpire lets you know where it was wrong because we can't tell from here. And we have a ball going up, looks to be a little short going to second base, and it is caught to end the inning. So for the Warriors, that's 3 up, 3 down. No hits and no runs for the Vikings for this area. Up to bat next will be number 4 for the Vikings. The 4th batter, number 15. That is it for the first inning for this game. After 1 inning, the Warriors are leading 3-0. Here we go at the top of the second inning. Up to bat right now for the Warriors is their number 9 batter, number 1, Zanden Kipa'a. One and two on the count. 2-2. We have 2-2 still on the count with all the ball tips. Hard hit up the middle, fielded, ooh, knocked down by the second baseman, unable to make the play. So runner reaches on an error. First base runner of the game, of the inning for the Warriors, which brings us back to the starting, the top of the lineup with number 15, Iokepa Martinez. Attempt was made to get the runner out of first, but it was overthrown. Runner is attempting to go to third base at this time and is able to stand up into third, gaining 2 runs on that. So with that error, we do have an advancement of 2 bases, having a runner in third base. So runner in scoring position with no outs on the board. One and one count. Now, last time he was at the bat, he walked, so he has yet to make contact in play. So we have a grounder, fielded to the second baseman, unfortunately unable to field it cleanly, leading to a run being scored. So with that, we have nobody out with runner at first base. 1 run scored so far this inning. Up to bat right now for the Warriors is number 7, Brock Ayudan. We did see an attempt at a bunt. Last time Ayudan was up to bat, he did round to the shortstop. And we can see a slight shift to the right side for this batter. Pickoff attempt made. So 2 balls turn to the batter. Attempt made towards first base, but unsuccessful. Runner was safe. And strike is called. We have ball going into left field, just fair, and but brought in pretty quickly by left fielder, so runners only advance one base. That was a rough spot to get, but they were able to get to it fast enough to prevent the runners from advancing. We do see the coach coming out for this play. Up next for the Warriors is number 28, Dayton Hansen. So it does look like we have a pitcher change here. Now pitching will be number 45 for the Vikings, which is Ethan Pagnanon. Up to bat now for the Warriors is number 28. Oh, sorry. Dayton Hansen. And we have a bunt attempt made, but fouled on the third base line. Oh, sorry. There appears to have been a substitution. Number 5, Nahoa Nardo, is currently batting. So we do have a bunt being shown, and it is there, and it is caught. Attempt at second base, unfortunately unable to get there, but nice play there by the first baseman, number 28, Tyson Santiago. That was a nice play there to get that first out. So we have one out with runners at first and second. Up to bat right now is number 24, Hunter Yamamoto. Nice block there by the catcher. Kept it in front. So once again, we have one out, and with runners on first and second. And a ball is called. Foul ball looks to go out of play on the right field side. Swing and a miss. Fly ball looks to be about right behind the first baseman, first baseman, and is able to make the catch. Means it's the second out of the inning. So currently up to bat is number 30 for the Warriors, Kaikoa Nobriga. We have 2 outs, runners at first and second. First pitch strike. That looked very close to the point where even the scoreboard was incorrect. It's hard to tell unless you're right behind the plate, especially when you're at an upper angle. Grounder. It's a little short. Third baseman picks it up, but unable to make a play. No short chop hit to the third baseman. Third baseman, seeing that there was no play, chose to look to see where the runner was behind him because you gotta make sure that they aren't trying to advance more than that one base. Right now we have bases loaded with 2 outs. Up to bat right now is number 21, Kamo Pasi. We have fly ball. Looks to be maybe in play. Oh, just hit the net. So unfortunately, unable to play. I will say, I don't. Okay, so the batter was not in his hitting zone. They're supposed to stand in the hitter circle. That way they're out of play. But if you get out of that circle, you have to get out of the way of the fielder. Because if you get in the way, it's an automatic out for the batter. I guess here we have like turf circles. Hit going to left field, past the left fielder. Picks it up, bringing it in. So far, that's 2 runs in. Runner held at third. So that is a 2-run RBI with a double. And that is the second time that Pasi has hit a RBI this game. In the first inning, he had a 1-base RBI. This one is a double RBI.
Number 27, raising 4 more.
Up to bat right now for the Warriors, number 27, Reagan Cuomo'o. Grounder hit to first base. First baseman takes it in to get the third out of the inning, ending the Warriors' drive. So that was another 8-batter inning for the Warriors. After the top of the second inning, Kamehameha has gained 3 runs, leaving 2 batters on base, upping their lead to 6-0. For Hilo High, they're looking to come in with their 4-5-6 hitters. Up first will be number 15, Gage Chiquette. Hilo trying to hope their powerhouse hitters will be able to get them on base and able to get the team moving. Here we go at the bottom of the second inning, starting with the number 4 batter, number 15, Gage Chiquette. Ball looks to be out of play. But don't worry, the little kids are ready to go grab the ball. Two and one count. We have a ball, looks to be along the right field line. Right fielder is underneath it and able to make the catch. First out of the inning. Nice catch there made by number 28, Dayton Hansen. Up now for the Vikings is number 55, R.J. Wells Jr. Three balls, batter's way ahead in the count. As up to coach, are they going to have them take one, or are they going to have them attack? Ball 4. That gives Hilo their first batter, or first runner of the game. Up to bat right now is number 28, Tyson Santiago. Pass ball gets away from the catcher, allowing for the runner to advance to second base. We have a runner in scoring position for the Vikings. Another ball past the catcher right here, advancing the runner to third base. And technically, due to the fact that it hit the dirt before the catcher, it would be classified as a wild pitch. However, if you ask the catcher will always say that if a ball gets past the catcher calls it a pass ball. But a pitcher says that if a ball's thrown badly, it's a wild pitch. It's one of those who are you going to trust kind of calls. That's the thing with stats. A lot of times it is up to the discretion of the scorekeeper. And we have a strike called. I do find that people who are actively players are a little bit harsher when it comes to that. Oh, we have a ball hit to the second baseman, is fielded, but no attempt is made to get the runner at home, and Hilo has its first run on the board. And sacrifice RBI there for number 28, Tyson Santiago. That was a nice position for that. You want to hit to the right field side when it comes to a runner at third base because it is a further throw, and a lot of times the momentum is going in the opposite direction of home plate. We do have 2 outs. Up to bat right now for the Vikings is number 45, Ethan Pangilinan. So with that last play, the bases are cleared, so there is nobody on with 2 outs. High bouncer, fielded cleanly by the second baseman. Unfortunately, throw was a little off, and the first baseman was unable to maintain his foot on the base, getting the runner to first base on an error. That was a high bouncer going there. So Hilo has their second base runner of the inning at first base. Up to bat right now is number 14, Hokutaka. Oh, and the ball has gotten past the catcher again. There is a lot of spin in that ball, so it's when it's seeing the dirt, it's taking a weird bounce off of it. If I was the catcher, I'd smooth out the dirt in front of home plate just to make sure that if that happens again, it's a little bit more of a seamless bounce. Nice block that time by the catcher, able to keep it in front to prevent the runner from advancing. Things you don't realize is that when you have the grass and the dirt, even tiny little divots are going to cause problems when it comes to a bounce. A bad hop can happen at any time. So you have to be ready to adjust at any time there's a bounce. We do have a coach conference coming out. The Vikings taking time to talk as well. So there was no position change with that conference. Probably just a little take some time, get reset. We have a 2-1 count with 2 outs, runner at second base, runner in scoring position for the Vikings. As a reminder, up to bat, we have number 14, Hokutaka. 3-1 count. Now there's a little less stress if you were to walk the batter right now due to the fact that there is an open first base, so there would be no advancements of runners, and it would allow you to have 3 force plays on a grounder versus just having the single play to go to first. Ooh, and a foul ball. That was a close one. The thing that people forget is it's the base that it has to bounce over. So even though it might land in the line, if it's outside by the base, that was close though. So we have a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And we have a walk. Ooh, good block by the catcher. Attempting at third, but unable to get the tag. The runners do advance. And right up to bat for the Vikings is number 4, Isaiah Publico. Another pass ball to the catcher, running scores. So runner at third base. 2 runs have come across the plate this inning for the Vikings. Another pass ball. As another run across the plate for the Vikings. But we have a bunt down the first base line, and it will be a fall. Okay, we have a runner on base with a walk right there. Okay, we do have a conference. That's the second one this inning, so you'll probably be seeing a position change at this time. I don't know the rules for baseball, but it's okay. So it looks like we do have a new pitcher coming in. Appears to be number 1. Oh, no, number 11. So number 11, Zane Coloma. So we are back at the top of the lineup for the Vikings with number 6, Kainui Keopuhiwa. We have a 1-1 count. 2 outs, runner at first base. So last time up to bat, I know we had a strikeout. Try and keep the momentum going. The Vikings able to score 3 runs this past inning, and most of them due to accessing the base on errors and walks, and taking advantage of wild pitches and pass balls. So Vikings do aggressive base running to get the runs across. Attempt at pickoff, unsuccessful. So Warriors trying to keep up on the Vikings' aggressive running. They have a hard fly ball out to left field, over the shoulder of the left fielder. It has gone up to the fence. We see the runner rounding third, attempting to head home. And he is able to make it home. So we have an RBI double for Kainui Keopuhiwa. Another run crossing for the Vikings in this half inning. That brings 4 runs across the plate for the Vikings. That was some good base running by Isaiah Publico. And it was a good job there by the left fielder for Kamehameha, number 24, Hunter Yamamoto, to get that ball in to prevent the runner from advancing to third. So up to bat right now is Logan Schluter, who had a line drive caught by the first baseman last inning. We still have 2 outs on the board. Up next will be the catcher for the Vikings. You can see is making sure that he's ready to go in case this ends, but hoping that he will be able to get a chance to bat. We are at 1 and 2. Nice block there by the catcher for the Warriors, keeping it in front to prevent the runner from advancing. And again, the catcher is number 27, Reagan Cuomo. Ooh, ball seemed to have gone through his glove. So it must have been a mishandling in the glove. Ball gets past the catcher and the runner is able to advance into third base, putting runner only 90 feet away from home plate. We have a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Foul ball out of play. Does a good job to spoil it, to make sure that he hits a pitch that he would like to hit. And we have a walk on the record. So runners now at first and third for the Vikings. Up to bat right now is number 11, Ko Hatayama, who is a catcher. He is the 9th batter of this inning. We began the inning with our number 4 batter, who is up next. Warriors hoping to end it with 2 outs right now, whereas at first and third. Ball a little high. With runners at first and third, there is a chance for a trick play being done by the Vikings to try and get the runner across home. And it's up to the Warriors and how they would respond to that play. First and third is a tricky situation. Now, I'm not sure the rules nowadays if they have to throw for an intentional walk or if they can just say it. I don't know because they keep changing the rules on me. Nice, a strike called right on the inside corner. So we have 2-1 count with two outs. 3-1. Time called by the catcher. The advantage right here is the second inning, so there's a lot of gameplay to go. And if you do walk the batter, it will actually do no harm because it will require it to be 4 bases for a force versus just having first and second as force to make it a little bit easier to play. However, last time I bat, Gage, who is the next batter, did hit a hard hit down the right field line. So it could mean that he might be able to bring in some runs, you never know. Hard hit, looks like it's foul out of play, bringing us to a full count. 3-2 with 2 outs. Warriors hoping to stop the rally of the Vikings. Most likely going to see the first base runner going on pitch. And we have a grounder. Strikes the first baseman who is able to make an unassisted play to first base. With that, that is the end of the inning. In that inning, the Vikings were able to get 4 runs across the plate, bringing the score 6-4 at the bottom after 2 innings. And for the Vikings, they did have 9 batters get to the plate that game, so the entire lineup batted last inning. So that does mean that we will see the number 4 batter again at the start of the third, bottom of the third. Going over to the Warriors, they had 8 batters so far. Both times at bat, they had 8 batters face the pitcher. So now we are looking at the number 8 batter coming in, number 3, Pono Kanoa, who hit into 2 hits of shortstop last time. There has been no pitching change for the Vikings, so we still have number 45, Ethan Pangilinan. But we do have his brother temporarily catching until the catcher comes out. Hunter, aka Brunter. If Hunter listens to this, he'll know what I'm talking about. He's in my ears. So coming into the top of the third inning, Warriors are looking to get back some of those runs that they lost in the last inning. So it's now a 6-4 game with only a 2-run advantage to the Warriors. The Warriors have consistently scored 3 runs in each inning, so they have been quite aggressive with their hitting as well as their base running. So we will see if they're able to maintain that for this half of the inning. Vikings hoping to carry on the momentum that they got from scoring 4 runs last inning into their defensive play. We have seen a few times where an error has occurred, but in the last half inning, most of the runners reached on walks. So 4 runners made it to first base last inning on walks, and only 1 hit was recorded by the Warriors last half inning. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong line. Yeah, so we had fielder's choice, error. So hopefully the Vikings can tighten up their defense on this one. Yeah. Starting off with a strike. So batting right now for the Warriors is number 3, Pono Kanoa, who he had the fielder's choice going to shortstop to end the inning. Hard hit to the first baseman and past his glove. Right fielder is covering in order to get the ball in to prevent a future additional base. So reaches the base on an error by the first baseman. Warriors coming out attacking, trying to get back those runs they lost last inning. Up now is number 1, Zanden Kipa'a. He reached on an error by the second baseman last time at bat. We see another bunt being shown. And pulled back, though a strike is called. That ball did get past the things, but I believe it actually went off of the umpire, which, fun fact, umpires are considered part of the field, so you have to play around them. Umpires try to get out of the way, but I don't think you could have avoided that one. Umpires have a really difficult job. I was one for a while. I don't know how they do it. We need them, though. Fly ball looks to be towards center fielder. Center fielder seems to be parked underneath it and is able to make the catch. The first out of the inning. That brings up the the top of the lineup again. So we are starting off with number 15, Iokepa Martinez. He has yet to earn his way down the first base. He had an error by the second baseman as well as a walk in the beginning of the first inning. So a solid hit to the second base last time, and second baseman wasn't able to field it cleanly, therefore receiving him an error and getting him on base, which did lead to him crossing home plate twice. So he definitely has strong base running skills. Strike is called. Two with one out. Oh, attempt at first base unsuccessful, but there is a strikeout to get the second out of the inning. Nice attempt there by the catcher, trying to get the runner at first, but good job on the first base runner to get back in time. Up now is number 7, Brock Ayudan. He had a solid hit to left field side last time. He seems to be consistently going towards the left. Though we do see a slight right field shift by the center fielder. Right field is playing back while left field is playing shallow. So it looks like they're going to try to get him to pull the ball and set up for that. 2-0 counts. Now the 2 times he's been up has been to hit to the left side. We do see a right field shift with the right fielder playing back. So we shall see what happens. They're asking for a check, and they are saying that he went. Good job by the catcher asking for a check to see if there is a swing. Able to get that strike. Three and one count. Ball 4, runner is advancing, moving the runner at first to second base. With the runner now in scoring position, 2 outs on the play. So it looks like they are re-entering number 28. Last time at bat we did have a substitution. So now we have number 28 back up to bat, Dayton Hansen. We can actually see that last time he went up to bat, which was the first inning, he did score, and he hit a ball past the shortstop to left field. We have 2 outs, runners at first and second for the Warriors. Warriors trying to widen that gap a bit with a 6-4 lead. Fly ball looks to be able to play on the right field side. At this moment, we can see that the outfield is playing straight and with a little bit of distance, going a little deep out there. This is number 3 batter, so typically has a little bit more power. 3, 4, 5 usually being your powerhouse. Hit going straight off to the side. We get 2s on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hard hit up the middle, fielded cleanly by the shortstop and taken unassisted at second base to get the out. That wrap ups the inning. Warriors unable to get anyone on the across home plate, with only 5 batters approaching this time. That would bring up 4-5-6 next half inning for the Warriors. So after 2.5 innings of play, we have 6-4 as the score with Warriors taking the lead. And we do have the change of number 11 from, I believe, last inning. So here we go at the bottom of the third inning. Up to bat for Hilo is number 15, Gage DeKep. Last time had a hard hit down to the right fielder, but was caught. Hoping to maintain the momentum from last inning into this one. Try to shorten that lead a little bit more for the Warriors. If not, pass it by. I will say I am envious of their safety gear when it comes to that shin guard. As someone who has hit herself in the ankle before, that is extremely sore. So I'm glad that they have those protections for kids nowadays to make sure that they are being safe while they play. Their first strike thrown. 2-1 is the count. Swing and a miss, bringing 2s on the board. And strikeout, looking to get the first out of the inning. That brings up number 55, R.J. Wells. He made it to first base last inning on a walk. He has yet to see a strike from the pitcher. That's a strike. Another strike, 0-2. There was a little bit of a check swing there, but no one was checking it, so 1 and 2. Ooh, they called for a check swing, and they did not call it as a strike. The catcher assumed it was a strike as he went to throw to first base. But umpires did not say it was a strike, so we have 2 and 2 as the count. Probably going to see a similar pitch here. Hard hit towards the left center gap. But center field's parked under it and able to make the catch. That means 2 outs with number 28, Tyson Santiago, up to bat. Last time he hit to the second baseman for an out. Hard hit to third baseman. And cleanly thrown and capped by the first baseman for the 3rd out. That brings an end to the inning. A short 1-2-3 inning for the Warriors. Hoping to keep their lead at where it is. Coming up for the Warriors at the top of the 4th will be 4, 5, 6. So up first will be number 24, Hunter Yamamoto. So we're looking at the top of the 4th inning. Okay, so up to bat is number 24, Hunter Yamamoto. Last time up to bat, he had a fly out to first base. Hard, solid hit to center fielder. Unfortunately, they are parked under and able to make the catch. So he gets the first out of the inning. brings up the next batter, number 30, Kaikoa Nobriga. He made it on the fielder's choice, as well as a walk.
The batter now, number 30, Kaikoa Nobriga.
He was able to cross the plate the first inning to get a run. You see a bunt showing, but pulled back. Bit of a wild pitch there. And nobody on base, so not a threat. The 2-1 count. High bouncing to second baseman, but cleanly felled and throw to first in order to get the second out of the inning. So that is 2 outs, bringing up the next batter, which is number 21, Kamapasi.
The batter number 21, Kamapasi.
He has consistently hit towards the left side with a single and a double, both times RBIs. We do see a slight shift to the left side by the center fielder, but most of them are playing straight up. Three balls, no strikes. And we got a strike. Hard hit up the middle, and center fielder is there to make the catch to get the third out of the inning. So for both sides of that inning, we had a 3 up, 3 down. So up next inning, we will have 7, 8, 9 for the Warriors. But coming up for the Vikings, we have seven, 8, 9 coming up to bat. And as we enter in the bottom of the 4th, so we're officially halfway through the game. So coming up first will be Ethan Panglinon, who reached on an error in the second inning. He has only come to bat once so far this game. So here we go at the bottom of the 4th inning. Up to bat is number 4, Ethan Pangunan. As mentioned, last time he reached was an error on the first base with a hard hit up the middle. That was the one where the first baseman was unable to hold on to the base. So good running effort by Ethan. Hard hit straight up. Looks to be catchable for the catcher and able to get it. Getting the first out of the inning. That brings up number 8 batter, number 14, Hokutaka. He walked last time at bat. And was able to advance due to the wild pitches. Two balls. Was that a strike? Hard hit up the middle, but does look like the center fielder is underneath it and able to make the catch for the second out of the inning. That brings up the 9 batter. Number 4, Isaiah Publico, who also reached on a walk last time at bat. One and one counts. Hard hit, mishandled by the third baseman, trying to make the throw in time, and was able to make it in time, despite the small mishandling. That was a good job by the third baseman in order to keep his cool and do what he needed to do in order to pick up the ball and get the out. Ending the inning for the Hilo Vikings with nobody on and no runs scored. That will bring up the top of their lineup next inning. Coming up for the Warriors, we will have the 7-8-9 batters, which starts off with number 27, Reagan Cuomo. So we're about to start the top of the 5th inning with number 27 for the Warriors, Reagan Kuamo'o. Last time up to bat, had a hit both sides, right side. First time single RBI to the right fielder, and then here solid hit up the middle to the center fielder, and brought in for a single. So took advantage of that first pitch being a nice solid one to get on base to start off the inning. There's a reason why I was never a hitting coach, because I'm a firm believer that you should try to swing at the first pitch, because as a pitcher, I want my first pitch to be a strike. So why wouldn't you swing at the first pitch? But that is why I'm not a hitting coach. Also why I didn't hit in college. That and the fact that I wasn't good at hitting. Oh, we have a bunt dropped, and it is picked up just foul. That was a good job by the catcher right there, making sure that he waited until it went foul before he picked it up. Because that was a really good location if it had not rolled backwards. So good job by the batter to try to get that idea. Good job by the catcher to wait for it to get behind the plate before he touched it. So it does give us a strike. We see him turn for a bunt again, but will he keep it or will he turn back? Trying the bunt again. Another foul ball. So we know he most likely will not be going for a bunt again, because third strike bunt, foul ball is a strike. And with 2 foul balls, unlikely. But you never know. If you trust your batter, then they can lay it down. Go for it. Ooh, ball in the outside corner. So we don't see the turn, so we do see it's going to go for a hit. Foul ball on the right side. Once again, following it off. Trying to get a few more extra pitches in from this pitcher. Tire them out a little bit if can. And strike 3 is called. So with that, that's the first out of the inning. Bringing up the the 9th batter, number 1, Zanden Kipa'a, with the runner still at first base. He hit up the middle last time, going fly ball to the center fielder. Also hard hit to second base. Attempt to pick off unsuccessful. bunt was shown, but the ball was a little too tight, so they pulled back. So we could see another attempt at a bunt. Runner is going, and it will make it in time, and the ball does get past the infield, but luckily the center fielder is covering, so the runner does not advance beyond second. So that is considered a stolen base for number 3, Pono Kanoa. Oh, sorry, wrong, I apologize. Number 27, Reagan Cuomo. That does put a runner in scoring position. So with no strikes, we might see another bunt attempt in order to try to get that runner closer to home plate. The strike is called. And this one, if you are a batter, your goal is to hit to the right side because that's behind the batter so they can run, or the runner, so they're able to advance a lot easier. We do see outfield playing tight right now. Not expecting a ball to go over their heads. Hard hits. Caught by the center fielder. No attempt made for an extra base for the runner at 2. That needs 2 outs. Bringing up the top of the lineup with a runner on second. Has reached base 2 out of 3 times so far. That's first pitch strike. Hit straight back into the net. 0-2 count. I will say this net is in quite good condition. Good idea with the pitcher, but a little high. Ooh, that looked like it went off of him. Oh, looks like he got him in the leg. Downside of that is, no matter how many times it happens, it will always hurt when you hit yourself. Because there's a short distance off the bat. I think the shin is the worst. That's why they have guards now. Ooh, 2's on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Now, a lot of people in the crowd thinking that was a strike. But the thing is that we're above the playing field. We can't really see height. So it might look like across the plate, but it might not across where it needs to be in regards to the height of the batter. We have full count now. Foul ball. That ball might have a dent in it because it hit the top of the fence. And technically, if it has any scratches in it at all, it is no longer viable. I think on average, a baseball, in Major League Baseball, they only can use the ball once if it touches the dirt. I think they go through like 50 balls a game. I read some kind of stat like that, which is insane. Also a waste of materials. Hard hit going into the left, like a little short in left field, but able to be caught to get the third out of the inning by the left fielder. Ending the third for the Warriors. Going into the bottom of the fifth inning, our score is still 6-4. No runs have been scored in the last 2.5 innings. Vikings trying to change that, see if they'll be successful this half. Vikings are bringing up their top of the lineup. 1, 2, and 3 coming up to bat first for the Vikings. Starting off with number 6, Kainui Keopuhiva. We do see a slight pitching change for the Warriors. We now have number 10 on the mound. Hayes Koloma has the same last name. I can't tell if that's siblings or if that's cousins. They don't tell me that part. Maybe twins. They're both 11th graders. I don't know. I can't tell. Regardless, if you have family and you're playing on the same team together, you are strong. I have played with family members. As someone who has played with her brother and her sister, I don't know how they can do it. Props. I have not played with a cousin yet, though, that I know of. I played volleyball with a cousin. I have like 50 cousins, so I can't keep track. That's props if they can. I will say I never threw better than when my brother was my catcher, because I tried to hurt his hand. At one point, I was a baseball pitcher, and he was my catcher. That was a long time ago. It doesn't make a reference. That's a little too dark. I played baseball in the 90s. This is where you play the Jurassic Park song if you watch TikTok. That's a trend right now. It's like, hey, when were you born? If it's like 19, they start playing the Jurassic Park theme song. That's where I'm at. I stopped playing baseball in the 90s. Given I was 9 when I stopped playing baseball. Still yet. Where did I play into 2000s? Starting off with a ball. So once again, we are starting with the top of the lineup for the Hilo High Vikings. Starting with number 6, Kainui Keopuhiva. Last time up to bat, had a double going to the left field side. Hoping to bring that into this inning. Get it started for the Vikings to try to get ahead. They're currently trailing 6-4. called old online. Rude. I graduated high school in 2008. Cue Jurassic Park theme song. Some of these kids weren't alive yet. I think freshmen are 2011 they were born. And we have our first runner on base this inning with a walk. Up to bat now is Logan Schluter. He had a hard hit to the first baseman in the first inning and did reach on a walk. Pickoff attempt by the pitcher, unsuccessful. And the ball. I will say another way to say that I'm old is like I'm from that generation that actually wore stirrups, which is like the straps that went onto your socks to make the lines going down them. And I played softball back when we used to wear shorts. Another ball being thrown in. And there is a strike being called. Ooh, pulled back on the bunt, but it was a strike called. So 2-2. Pick attempt made, but unsuccessful. It's a little close there. Another way to make me sound really old is back when, is it Victorino? Or no, Colton Wong got picked off at first base in the World Series. I remember that. Hit going up, but looks like it's out of play. And it hit the roof. I could hear that. Ooh. Hit by pitch, literally in the head. Well, that's why we wear helmets. So we now have runners at first and second. No outs recorded so far this inning. Both runners reaching due to walk and hit by pitch. So coming up to bat right now is number 11, Ko Hatayama. Last time he came to bat, he had an unassisted play by first baseman. That was a grounder. And he has also flown out to second base, so seems to be a pull hitter, which we can see that adjusted in how the outfield is set up, with left coming in and right pulling back. I will say, if you watch the World Series for, I don't know, for baseball, but I know for softball, technology has improved where there's no longer a need for pitching signals. They have these devices on their wrist that will tell people what the play is, which I feel is cheating. Looks like an attempt to bunt was made. Ooh, that was a good attempt by the catcher. Unfortunately, a little offline. But yeah, technology nowadays, instead of having to call pitches, there's just a little watch and it just says like curveball, and everyone knows, as opposed to having to have the corners leaning in and technology. So fancy. I used to have to memorize about 15 different signals. And even then I missed it sometimes. So here we go. Coming with the pitch. We saw another turn for a bunt there, but did not fully turn, probably due to the ball throw. Some kind of play was being called. Ooh, pick attempt, but unsuccessful. Another play being called. Bunt is placed. Ooh, but the throw is wild. Gets past the first baseman, brings in a run, but the runner is held up at third base. So it was a great placement of a bunt there by Hatayama. Able to at least advance the runners. But due to the overthrow to first base, runners are able to advance with 1 run scoring. That puts 2 runners in scoring position. Up to bat now is their number 4 hitter. Number 15, Gage DeKep. So with no outs on the board, we have runners at second and third in scoring position. Last time he was up to bat, he did strike out, but he did also have a hard hit to right field in his first at bat. So we will see right now. With runners in second and third, a good location would be on the right field side in order to get them to advance. Ooh, but we have a wild pitch or a pass ball. Another run is passed, which therefore brings the game into a tie game, with it being 6-all. Runner now at third base. The run that would bring them to the lead is at third base. Now that would be considered a pass ball because it did hit the catcher's gear and go away, versus hitting the dirt or going overthrown. Gives us, we have 90 feet away from the Vikings taking the lead for the first time in this game. Oh, and we have an attempt at a steal home. I'm assuming there must have been a miscommunication on the play. And they are able to get the out. There must have been some kind of miscommunication, because rarely do you see someone steal home unless it's a pass ball. And the coach does not seem happy about it, given I would not be either. But that was a good job by the runner on third, which is Hatayama. Because he did dodge one tag attempt, but unfortunately wasn't able to dodge a second attempt. And honestly, I don't know who made the tag. So I am struggling a tiny bit to figure out how to mark that on my scorebook. I do believe that was a shortstop that made the tag. Three-two count, full count. And ball 4 is called. Putting another runner on base. This brings up the 5th batter, number 55, RJ Wells. And we do have the coach coming out for a conference. So at this moment, the Vikings have tied the game 6-6 in the bottom of the 5th inning. So we will see what happens. It looks like we are going to have a pitching change again for the Warriors. I think we have just some gear change going on there. Yeah, so we see number 10 is now going out. So it looks like center field. And I think his number, number 30 is now on the mound. Number 30 being Kaikoa Nobriga. I will say, for those that don't know, the amount of gear that you need, especially if you're a pitcher or a specialty position player, is annoying. Because if you are a first baseman, you need a specialty first baseman glove. There is differences. I know people don't realize this, but there is a difference when you get to the higher level in regards to an infield glove versus an outfield glove. So you sometimes need multiple gloves. You also have other gear that you might carry with you. When I played first base, like, I would wear a batting glove in my thing to give additional padding. But if I was pitching, I didn't have that. So you saw him go in and had to take everything out of his pockets that he had. That's usually there because he can't wear it while he's pitching. I'm not sure if he had changed his glove or not. In softball, technically pitchers usually have a bigger glove because it's more reaction time, so they want a bigger webbing in order for them to catch it. Fun fact. A first baseman's glove is designed to have a larger pocket to catch in. Catcher's glove has a whole giant pocket, but also extra padding. Infield usually has a smaller glove to allow for them to have more control over the ball. Outfield usually has a bigger glove. So fun fact, lessons about gloves. The batter, people who run out of shoes the fastest are pitchers. I can tell you all the facts about how expensive it is to be a player. Bats easy, $300. Gloves, $200. Cleats, $100. That's how you learn how to redo your own laces for your glove. Learn how to do that, you're going to save yourself so much money. And that has been Amber's fine-tuning of how expensive it is to be a baseball or softball player. Fun facts with Amber. Okay, here we go. Up to bat right now, we have R.J. Wells. Runner at first base with 1 out on the board. Must have been some kind of miscommunication. Also, you have to make sure the catcher acknowledges your time, or sorry, the umpire, because if not, you can run out your clock and get a penalty for it. Calling time does not automatically mean you get time. And first pitch is a strike. Pickoff attempt made, but unsuccessful. We have a hit. Looks like it's in the 7. Oh, I would say it was in the 5, 6, 7 gap, but it did full foul. We have 2 strikes on it. Let's look at 0-2 count. Hit foul. Reminder to all fans of baseball out here, double check that your insurance covers balls being hit into your car. Good to know. Ooh, ball in the outside corner. That's pretty good to me. But I am not an umpire. And a swing and a miss to get the second out of the inning. That brings up number 28, Tyson Santiago. He has yet to make it on base this game. He has grounded out both times, hoping to make the change right here with 2 outs, runner at 1. Another foul ball. And we have it unassisted by a shortstop in order to get the out for the 3rd out of the inning. With that, the Vikings are successful in tying up the game. They will have 7-8-9 up next time. So as we enter into the top of the 6th inning with a tied game of 6-6, the Warriors will have their second, third, and fourth batters up, starting off with number 7, Brock Aidan. Vikings are hoping to hold them down and prevent any more runs from scoring in order to keep this tie and hope that they can get an advantage in the next half of the inning. And it looks like we have a new pitcher on the mound, Logan Schluter, number 1. He was the second baseman, but it looks like he has been moved. You see number 5 is now on the field, playing second base. Which is Analu Thompson. So we do see a change. So up to bat right now for Kamehameha is number 7, Brock Aidan. First pitch. We have a grounder thrown to the pitcher in order to get the out. The first out of the inning on a 3-1 play. So now up to bat is a new batter, number 15. Oh, never mind. There was a mistake made by me. That's number 13. As a reminder, I don't get updates, so I know as well as you do. And I have not as good vision as I did in my youth. Oh, that's 19. Haha, I found it again. Which is Hikiri Naipo. They don't tell me the changes. I have to just look. So we have 2-1 counts. There's a very tiny baby here. Very cute in little footy pajamas. Cheering on maybe a sibling, maybe a cousin. Three and one count coming in. And we have a walk to bring our first runner onto the bases for the Warriors. Now up to bat number 24, Hunter Yamamoto. Last time to bat had a hard hit up the middle to the center fielder for an out, unfortunately, so hoping to get on base this time. Hard hit back into the net. The people in the booth next to me have binoculars. They are smart. A bit of a high, so we have a 1-1 count. Ball has gotten past the catcher. And runner advances to second, getting him into scoring position. With 2-2 count. Catcher assumed that he had missed the ball, but it was in his glove. But that was a good reaction because he was like, I gotta make sure I'm ready to go. Three-two counts. Foul ball battling off, going straight back into the net. Three and two with one out. Another foul ball out of the park. And there are all the little kids running to go get it. There are two types of siblings at baseball games. The ones who are excited to watch and all those things, and the one who just roams. Oh, we have a hit up the middle to the center fielder who has bobbled the ball, and throw is all the way home, leading to the runner advancing to third and second. Nice solid hit there for number 24, Hajiyomoto. Gets the runner to go into third base, so we now have two runners in scoring position. So we do have a team conference on the mound right now. Runners at second and third scoring position. The game is currently tied, so the run to give them a lead is at third base with only one out. Up to bat right now for the Warriors is number 30, Kaikoa Nobriga. He has reached base 2 out of 3 times so far. And we can see that the Vikings are trying to prevent a possible play at home. And so that answers my question from earlier on whether or not intentional walks have to be thrown or not. So they intentionally walked in order to make it a forced play at home, to make it a little bit easier for them in the future. But yeah, the intentional walk. This is where the retired version of me gets upset because dang it, now they have to you just say I want to walk them. You had to intentionally throw the ball bad. As a pitcher, it's hard to do that. I once had a girl hit a home run off me, and it was an intentional walk, and it was so far away. So let's see if this is a good play for the Vikings. The current plan is that they have the bases loaded in order to have forced plays. Now, the difference is that it doesn't have to be a home run. If the middles get the ball, they could turn a double at 2-1. So we do have 1-1 count. We'll see if the risk made by the Vikings will pay off. We have a fly ball, short in right field. And it is caught. There is no tags being made. Nice hustle there by number 4 for the Vikings. Isaiah Publico, that was a good hustle. He even lost his hat. That brings it to 2 outs for the Vikings with the bases loaded. Now this does make it a little bit easier because now it's just touch a base. Get what you can. But because of that little tricky area, they couldn't really prepare to steal because if he caught it, you had to get back. So that was a hard place, but good hustle there by number 4. Out to bat right now, number 27, Reagan Cuomo. He did have a solid single up the middle last time. And we do see that the outfield is taking a slight shift towards the right in order to accommodate him for being a pull hitter. However, that does leave a risk that if a ball goes down the third base line, that 2 runs will easily score. It's a little tense in the stadium right now. We have 0-2 as the count. We have a grounder, and a play is made at first to get out of the inning. Vikings were able to get out with no runs scoring by the Warriors. So that will bring up 8-9-1 for the Warriors next inning. We are going into the bottom of the 6th. Vikings have 7-8-9 coming up to bat. And no pitching change for the Warriors for this half. The score still remains 6-6. The Vikings hoping to give themselves a little bit more insurance to make sure that they can get the lead and maintain it. We only have about 1.5 innings more of play. So the Vikings have 2 more at-bats, and then the Warriors have 1 more at-bat. Unless we go into extra innings, which I'm not sure if we are due to the fact that this is preseason. We might. We're getting some crowd shots, I'm guessing. So coming up to bat for the Vikings, we have a substitution with number 5, who went in last inning to be the second baseman. Number 5, which is Analu Thompson. So we have yet to see him hit. So we can see what he's going to try to bring. And we have a lefty. Now Thompson is a freshman. And the Hilo High team only has 2 seniors this year. So this is definitely going to be a team that we'll see next year as well, with only a couple seniors leaving. So it'll be interesting to see. Swing and a miss there. Another ball going past. So full counts to the freshman. And strike three is called looking. That gets the first out of the inning. That brings up the number 8 batter, number 14. Hukutaka. Last time up to bat had a hard hit up the middle. Fly ball to center. And that is another strikeout. Second strikeout for the inning, bringing up the 9th batter, Isaiah Publico, number 4. So we have a 1-1 count. Okay, 1-2 in the count. Foul ball back into the net. I have to remind myself that people can hear me because I almost went, ooh. But you guys can hear that. It's fine. That was a close one. I got a little tense. So 2-2 counts. Who's on the board? Another foul ball. Good job here by the batter to foul off the pitches. And wait for a pitch that he can make a good solid contact with. We can see right now that right field is playing a little far back, but center field is and left field are definitely playing in. They're basically in a straight line from my angle. And that is a ball in the outside corner, leading to a full count. Ooh, solid hit in the right center gap. They're able to round around it to make sure that he doesn't get a second base. But solid single there for the ninth batter, number 4, Isaiah Publico. That brings up the top of the lineup. Number 6, Kainui Kaiopuhiva. He reached on a walk last time, but he has hit a solid double to the left field side. So with the new batter, we do see a shift. We see that they're backing up a little bit more. Left field is playing a little bit more towards the left side. Goal here is definitely to keep the ball in front to prevent extra bases being acquired. One and one counts. A slight shift to the left side for the center fielder. Straight back. And a swing and a miss for the third out of the inning, ending the threat by the Vikings. We now go into the top of the 7th. Kamehameha is coming up to bat with 8-9-1, hoping that the back of the lineup will be able to get some runners on base to get the top of the lineup an opportunity to bring them in to score. We will see what happens. I have been informed. Logan Carl. Shh. I was told to pass on that message. And here we go at the top of the 7th inning. Up to bat right now for the Warriors is number 3, Pono Kanoa. Last time up to bat, he did have a strikeout, but he has made contact twice before. So hoping to make contact again on base to start off this inning for the Warriors. And we have a runner on base. First runner of the inning. So with that, that brings up our number 9 hitter, number 1, Zanin Kipa'a. He is turning for a bunt. We'll see if he actually puts it, if he is able to put it down. A bunt attempt is made, however, it is going foul. So Warriors attempting to move that runner into scoring position with the one out with the hopes of the top of the lineup able to bring them in. I do see a coach coming in to talk. It looks like there might be something going on with the right fielder. Looks like a leg cramp. Ooh, those suck. And looks like we're going to have a switch with number 17, Hunter Pangilinan. Oh, great job by the coach. Kids having a hard time walking, so what are they doing? He's going to carry them off the field. One of the other boys are like, I was going to say anything, but like, Coach, you can carry him. Your back not sore. Because my back's sore watching him do it. So we have Hunter Pangilinan going into right field. Reminder to stay hydrated, but not overhydrated. There's a line. Getting some pictures taken. So here we go. No outs. Runner at first base. And they're saying that that was a hit by pitch. I am going to take what the umpire said because from my angle I couldn't see. So umpire is called hit by pitch, leading to runners being in scoring position at second base. This, therefore, means we have runner, we know at the top of the lineup, first batter, number 15, Waiakea Martinez. And he has gotten on base 2 out of the 4 times. And we do have a bunt attempt made. Ball is rolling foul, and there is a little lack of communication going there between third base and pitcher. When in doubt, pitchers don't get the ball. Especially considering the angle, because in this moment the pitcher is crossing the field away from first base, so their momentum is going away from the throw, while third base is moving forward towards the ball, therefore moving more in the direction of the first base. So that's kind of like the more hesitant thing to have a pitcher go for that side. But we do have a strike called. Trying to get those 2 runners into scoring positions. Another bunt attempt. Ball does get away from the catcher, but he's able to keep it in front to prevent the runner from advancing. Bunt was shown, but pulled back. Leading to a 2-1 count, or 1-2 count. No, 2-1. I misread my own notes. Bunt is placed, but mishandled by the first baseman, and then overthrown to the second baseman, allowing for 1 run to score. So that gets Kamehameha back in the lead. So with that, on the bunt, we see the runner at second come in with the overthrow. Runner at second is now at third base, and the batter was able to make it to first. So that gives us a 1-point advantage to the Warriors, with runners at first and third, and no outs on the board. With a first and third situation, this is where Kamehameha is going to come up with a plan. Are they going to have the runner steal to get 2 runners in scoring position, or not? For Hilo, how are they going to play it? You can see right now that they are receiving a signal from the coaches. This is where you're missing out with those watches, because you have to remember all of the signals. Which one is it number 1? Is it number 2? It could be number 3. Which tap is it? Which part of the body am I supposed to watch for? You gotta be smart. These kids are smart. So we have no outs with runners at first and third. Third baseman was not at the base to get a pick off. Another play is being called. We have another bunt attempt, but it is fouled, touched foul by the catcher. Now, if you look at the first base line, you will see that there is what we call a running lane, which basically means that you have to stay within those white lines because you are like in your way to get to the base. So on a play like that, if a batter gets hit by a throw from the catcher going towards first base, then they are not considered out, right? They're not interfering, something along those lines. So in that kind of a play, again, make sure you are between those lines. Because if you are in and you get hit by the ball, you are out because you're interfering with the throw and you're in play. That's why you see those little lines on the first base side. Foul ball, out of play. Nice hustle there by third baseman to see if he can get it. Basically, the lines exist, the base path exists on all of them. You just can only really see it on the first base one because that's only the real time where there's a possibility of a throw there. The rest of it, if you get hit in the back by a throw, then that's just bad luck. Ball was called. That was one of those tensors where you're like, oh, is that a ball or a strike? 1-2 count, no outs. check that. Ooh, he said he didn't go. But you know what? I can't see. I'm all the way up in the press box. We all have different opinions. And I can't see at his angle. From my angle, it looks different because I'm, far away. He got better eyes than me. That's why he's an umpire and I'm not. 2-2 count. Hard hit going straight to the shortstop. Easy play at first and no one is able to score. Good job there by Kamehameha to make the play. First out of the inning. That brings up number 19, Hekili Naipo. He did reach base on a walk last time. So we will see if he's able to reach base this time. Once again, we have 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position with second and third. And we can see that the infield is playing close. A little wide on that one. You can definitely feel it's tense in the stadium right now. I didn't even see the ball. So we have 1-1 count. Bringing in the right fielder. I will say some signals are universal, especially when it comes to repositioning outfielders. It does make a concern because they're so close in that if the ball gets over their head, those 2 runners are scoring. But an attempt made and a strike is called. Because right now the left fielder is playing probably like 20 feet off the dirt. Right field is playing a little bit further back. It is a lefty, so you're keeping an eye on that. But a ball past the outfield right now is guaranteeing 2-run scoring. Ball called. And we have a full count with 1 out. If a walk is given, that means bases are loaded. So a forced play at any of the bases. So we'll see. Fly ball out of play. Let's see what happens here with this pitch. And we have a walk to load the bases. I will say one of the frustrating things about a batter who battles off is that you threw like 7 strikes and 4 balls, but it doesn't matter because it was 4 balls counted. That's at least everything about being a pitcher. Here we go. We are now looking at the number 4 batter, which is number 24, Hunter Yamamoto. He has been pretty consistent with hitting it outside of the infield. We have 2 hits going outfield. We have 1 base and another 1 base. And he also had 2 flyouts. So we are seeing that the infield has pulled back a bit. in order to try to get any double play that they can, whether that be a 3-1, a 2-3, or a 2-1, whatever they need to do. Fly ball going out of play for the first pitch. I think we ran out of balls. So many are flying out of the park. We are running into the third hour of this game. Pitch coming in with a ball. Okay, we have a 2-1 count. Ball gets past the catcher through his legs. Runner is able to score. We have runners moving one base for that. That extends the Warrior lead to 2 runs. Nice stop there by the shortstop, number 6, Keopuhiva. Nice stop to get the second out of that inning. So 2 outs, 1 strike so far. Hit down the right field line and is past the right fielder, allowing for 2 runs to score. Runner advances to second base. say watching this game makes me miss it because I was a pitcher who was a little crazy, which means that you put me in with no outs, bases loaded. I love those moments, and that's like when the stress gets to you. That's when I pitch the best, and I miss it. Now my stress comes from students not putting their name on paper. As a reminder to all students watching this, put your name on your paper. It's not hard to do. My little PSA. I didn't think I had to tell seniors that, but I do all the time. And juniors. I'm looking at a student right now and I'm like, hey, make sure your name's on your paper. Okay, so we have a 1-2 counts. And the ball down low. Ball, and it is just out of play. Cue the little kids running for the ball. Two's on the board. Two's on the board. Two. Two's on the board. And then a new sound. Call me Kendrick. Okay, don't do it. I mean, a fly ball, that ball is high. I lost it. And it is caught by the shortstop to end the inning. Kamehameha able to score 4 runs that inning, having the lead of 10-6. So Vikings need to score at least 4 runs this inning to keep the game going, 5 to win. So going into the bottom of the 7th inning for the Hilo High Vikings, we are starting with a 2-3-4. Second batter is Logan Schluter. Or sorry, first batter, number 2 batter of this inning is Logan Schluter. He has yet to make it on his own accord. He was hit by a pitch last inning, and before that he walked. So we'll see if he is able to make contact. He did have a line drive to the first baseman in the first inning, though. So he has made contact into the play. Looks like our catcher needs to be hydrated. This should be a reminder to everybody. Drink water right now. Unless you're like in bed and you're horizontal, then maybe it won't work so well because it's feel of yourself. But straws. And we have a strike for the first pitch of this inning. Now, this pitcher came in last inning and had all 3 outs be strikeouts. That ball was a little low. So I think he's trying to continue that momentum. Two and two count. And a foul ball down the right field side. A little behind on his swing. Needs to work on timing, just bring it a little faster. I used to own a radar gun. I should have brought that, but I don't have it anymore. Full counts. Hoping for a base hit or ball 4 right here in order to get the Hilo's first runner on bases. We have a grounder going to the first baseman, toss to the pitcher in order to get the first out of the inning. So up to bat now for the Vikings, we have number 11, Ko Hatayama. Starting off with a strike. Ooh, foul tip. Just missed the contact. And we have a grounder to the shortstop, cleanly fielded, and the throw is good to get the second out of the inning. Vikings looking for a 2-out rally right here. Coming up to bat is the number 4 batter, number 15, Gage DeKep. Gage hoping to get a 2-out rally started, needing 4 runs here in order to take the victory away from Kamehameha. Once again, starting off with a strike. foul ball hard to the right field side, or to the first base line. So 1-2 count. And we have a grounder, and it's called foul by the umpire. Still battling there. Try it. Get that 2-out rally started. One ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Hard hit in the 5-6 gap, able to get him on base for the first runner on base of this half. That is the first hit of the game for Gage. Hoping to continue the rally going is number 55, RJ Wells. He did go around the bases in this first at-bat, taking advantage of some mistakes made by the Kamehameha Warriors. Last at-bat, though, it did strike out. So 2 outs, runner at first, 1-1 count. And it is a pass ball. Able to advance the runner into a scoring position at second base. Now looking for a base hit on the right field side in order to get the runner to advance. We do see outfield is playing quite deep, so it leaves possibility for a ball dropping in front of them, but prevents them from going past. So we will see what happens with a 3-1 count. Well, I apologize. Apparently it was not 3-1. It was 2-1. Now it's 3-1. And we have another runner on base for the Vikings. This brings 2 runners on base. Up to bat right now for the Vikings is, I believe, number 28, Tyson Santiago. But we do have a coach coming up for a conference. We have a 1-1 count. And we have a swinging strike right there. Foul ball, straight back. So we have 2 strikes on the batter right here. Kamehameha hoping to shut it down, while Hilo is hoping to build up the momentum. High bouncer going to second base, throw to first, and that is the game. With that, we have the end of the game with the Kamehameha Warriors taking the win, 10, Hilo Vikings, 6. Tomorrow there will be more games to play at the Wong Stadium for the 31st Stanley Costales tournament. Tomorrow the games will be at 11 a.m. Kamehameha versus Honoka'a, 2:30 Waimea versus Waiakea, and 6 o'clock Pearl City versus Hilo. Have a good night, get home safe, and all those things. Bye.
The broadcast is brought to you by students of Hilo High School, KVIKS Media.